97, 98, 99. Come on, Phoenix. 100.
Well, I went. Oh, hey, kid. We didn't see you guys there.
Oh.
We were doing some workout.
Yeah, finishing up some pull-ups here.
Yeah.
Oh, man. That felt pretty good, huh?
Yeah.
Well, you want to go ahead and get them started?
Yep.
All right.
Oh, I had a little pop on my finger.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome back, guys. Welcome back to another video. And I'm Phoenix and my dad. We're going to go over your assignments today.
That's right. We're going to go over your assignments for April 29th, okay? And I do want to go ahead and start off with, we have 17 days straight of perfect attendance and excellent work being handed in, and we couldn't be more proud. Ain't that right, Phoenix?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, another big announcement is you guys have voted and picked what you want us to do for the challenge this week if you meet your goal of perfect attendance this week. And guess what it is, Phoenix?
It's time to get you a yucky drink.
A yucky drink, that's right. Phoenix's mystery shake is what you chose. So Phoenix gets to choose anything he wants to put inside of a shake. We'll blend it up, and then I will attempt to drink what he makes. So, oh man, I got a bad feeling about this. How do you feel about it? You feel pretty good?
Mm-hmm.
I bet you do. You don't have to drink it. But, so that's exciting. You did a nice job doing your voting, and we are excited to get a chance to show that to you on Friday.
Do you know what I'm putting there?
What are you going to, give us a little example of some things you're going to put in there real quick.
Tomato sauce.
Tomato sauce? Oh, and what else?
Probably...
Well, you think on it. I guess he's got a couple of days to come up with it, but tomato sauce is not a very good start. That's just between you and me. So I don't look forward to that. But like I said, we're looking forward to maybe getting a chance to do something fun again for Special Edition Friday. So keep working hard. Check in your attendance. That's step number 1 for today. Make sure you get those attendance points, not only your attendance points to put into the grade book, but also so that you can get this perfect attendance and help encourage your other classmates. You are more than welcome to make a comment on the post just saying, hey, we can do this, guys, and kind of encourage each other like many of you have done. And I think that really does help. So keep each other motivated.
I'm going to put, do you know what else I'm going to put?
What else? Do you think of something else?
Vegetable juice.
Vegetable juice and tomato sauce. That's,
And with mixed banana sauce.
And some bananas in there?
Yeah, and then apples.
Well, I'll tell you what, we're going to go ahead and we'll make sure that we film all of the different ingredients that we'll put in there, and so that you can get an idea of what's actually in the shake. So, I'm about to throw up just thinking about it. Alright, so let's go ahead and jump into your assignments today. The first assignment, okay, is going to be out of your packet. You have the Northeast region, okay? And on the Northeast region is the last region that we have to work with, guys, on our states and capitals. We've done everything else, so this is the last one. I want to go ahead and get this done before the end of the school year. And so you actually have a blown up picture of the Northeast region in your packet. That is what I've done here. And I have gone through and I have actually numbered all of the states, and I put the name of the state with the abbreviation. I did not list a capital on this one here. That will go on your piece of lined notebook paper that I'll show you here in a second. I will attach this to the post so that you can use this as your guide and copy it down so that you'll be able to click on it, bring it up on your device, your computer, and then go ahead and copy it down. Now, I have also, and I also will be posting this. This is actually from our other study guide that we've been using all year, and I know some of you want to go ahead and complete so that you have a complete United States map with all the regions on it. And so I'm going to include this as well. And it's basically the same thing, but it just gives you an idea. It does have the region outlined in green, and then I went ahead and added it to our legend or key down here at the bottom. So make sure you do that. Get that filled out to me and actually sent to me. Now, The lined notebook paper it is just like we always do. It has the state, the abbreviation, and the capital. You know the drill on this. You have your study guide that should still be in your homework folder that you've been keeping track of because I told you we were going to use it. Now you're going to put this and add that to your map. Now, if you don't have a piece of lined notebook paper, let me give you a tip real quick. Your packet, okay, I've gone through here, and your packet actually has a couple of different spots in it at different grade levels that have blank pieces of paper in them. Okay, third grade has a couple. Now, the only thing you need to be careful of is if you have a brother or sister that is using the same packet, make sure that you are not writing on one of the papers that they're going to need for their grade level. But sixth grade has one, third grade has a couple blank ones, and if you have a sibling that are using those grade levels, you can actually use the very last page of your packet, the back cover. You can do the front or back on that. So you can go ahead, and I'm going to post this on the Google Classroom as well, and this way you can copy it down. I will also put another picture of the regions map on there so that you'll have plenty of resources to copy this down nice and neat. Now, as far as what you're sending me for your homework assignment, you are going to take a picture of your lined notebook paper, or if it doesn't have lines on it, just write it out nice and neat where I can read it to where you have it set up just like we've done all the other regions, okay? You're going to snap a picture of this. You're going to send it to me, okay? You're also going to snap a picture of your regions map completed, okay? So, I need the regions map shown and labeled, and I need that other piece of paper that has the state's capitals and abbreviations just like this, just like we did on all the other ones. That is what you're going to take a picture of and turn in to me for your assignment credit for this particular assignment, okay? If you have any questions about that, just be sure to reach out to me, but it's pretty straightforward. It's the same thing we've been doing this entire time. But I will have all of these attached to the Google Classroom post so that you can copy those down. Now, Phoenix, the next assignment we have is math, right? We love math, don't we? So now we get our fourth clue to finding the missing scepter. So we are that much closer to figuring out where this missing scepter is. Now, the actual concept that we're focused on for this particular clue 4 is adding and subtracting fractions. It is pretty easy, okay? Now, if you notice that all of these addition and subtraction problems, Phoenix, they actually have what they call common denominators. And the only time you can add or subtract fractions is if they have common denominators. You guys know that. The only time you can add or subtract fractions is if they have common denominators. Well, they made it easy for you here. All of these have common denominators, so therefore you don't have to do the least common multiple and convert any of these fractions to other equivalent fractions and do all that, which is what we've actually practiced on a previous lesson. Now, on this one, you are simply going to, and I'll show you, I'll work an example for you, okay? I'm going to work the one that is letter L. It's 11/12 minus 2/12. Well, pretty easy. 11 minus 2 is 9. And then I don't subtract the denominators. The denominators stay the same because that is the fractional size piece that I'm working with. So my answer is 9/12. But if you look at the directions, okay, if you look at the directions here, it says discover another clue about where the Pharaoh's scepter is by completing the fraction, addition and subtraction questions below. You have to simplify your answer as much as possible. So if you do just a simple subtraction and I got 9/12, well, if I look up here, there are no answer choices that say 9/12. That's because 9/12 is not in simplest form. How do I know that my answer is in simplest form? Well, if you remember, the rule is that if the greatest common factor between the numerator and the denominator is 1, you're in simplest form. I will attach the video that I did on simplest form and reducing fractions that we just did last week to this post so that you can go back and review that particular skill, okay? So I'm going to give you just a brief little preview of that. So, I know 9/12 isn't in simplest form, so what do I got to do? Phoenix, what I do is I go to simplest form, so I'm taking 9/12. I have to find the greatest common factor of 9 and 12, okay? So I'm looking for that GCF, okay? So I do the factors of 9, 1 times 9, and then I know 3 times 3. Okay, that's all my factors because I know with my divisibility rules, that's in that other video. If you need more explanation, go back to the other video that I'm going to post on here and you can review that lesson. But I'm going to move on. So, 12. The first factor is always 1 times 12. Then I have 2 times 6. Then I have 3 times 4. And those are all my factors. Now, the greatest common factor, I circle my common factors, and my greatest common factor is going to be 3. So, I simply divide by 3, and what I do to the numerator, I have to be fair and do to the denominator. So, 9 divided by 3 is 3, 12 divided by 3 is 4. So, my answer is 3/4. So, what I'm doing here is that I'm going to put equals 3/4, and I'm going to neatly circle my answer. Make sure when you circle your answer, you're not circling it so sloppy that it goes through the numbers that you wrote, and I can't read it on the paper. Okay, I will request for you to redo it if we have that. Okay, you know how I like this. The expectations are the same. So, you go ahead and do your subtraction or addition. You put your first answer there. Then if it's not in simplest form, you need to do that work on another sheet of paper. Your work paper needs to be sent to me so that I can see that you have done your work on another sheet of paper. You need to show your work on these problems. So, if it's not in simplest form, you put it in simplest form. 9/12 is equal to 3/4. And then I would have my other sheet of paper that has my work on it. I would number it, and actually it's by letters, if you remember. So I would just put letter L over here so that Mr. Wright knows that this work goes with letter L problem. Okay? Alright, so pretty straightforward on that. Make sure that you get this done, solve the riddle, cross off the other place on your list of places that the scepter is not located, and you are one step closer to solving that mystery. And then snap a picture of this, and then snap a picture of your work page and send that to me, okay? It needs to be on a separate sheet of paper. There's just not enough room to be doing GCF and all of that stuff on this particular page, okay? So, you know what I want and what I expect on that. If you have any questions, ask me, and I will be glad to help you, all right? So, review that other video to refresh your memory on simplest form so that you're prepared for this assignment. It'll make it a lot easier, okay? Then that is the only other assignment that you have for today. So getting that regions map filled out, getting the states and capitals listed on your line notebook paper or a piece of paper out of your packet if you don't have line notebook paper, getting those snapped a picture of and sent to me via text message or email, and then getting the math done and giving me a picture of the math with the riddle solved and the picture of the work. And after that, you need to be continuing to work on that STEM project, building canoes, right? That's going to be awesome. I've already gotten a couple turned in, and I tell you what, the competition's already getting pretty stiff. So remember, the goal is to see how many pennies your canoe can hold, and we're going to see who the champion of the canoe penny holding contest is, and I will announce that on one of the videos to tell who actually got their canoe and followed the rules. If you don't remember them, go back to those previous videos. I have stipulations on what materials you're supposed to use and how you're supposed to actually demonstrate that in your presentation. So I hope you watch those videos and you know what you're supposed to be doing. And I'm excited to see. I think maybe Phoenix and I are going to win because actually we're building a canoe too. So I think you guys are, I don't know. We'll see how it goes, right? All right. So that's your assignments for today.
Mine probably can hold like 20 or 21.
Really, you think? I think we're going to go for more than that. So I don't know. We'll see. But keep working hard, guys. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to me. Phoenix, we wanted to keep working hard so you can make that delicious, disgusting shake that I'm not looking forward to. You said tomato sauce and bananas and what else?
Blueberry sauce and raspberry sauce.
Oh man, alright.
Plus all yucky stuff.
Well, we'll see how it goes, guys. If you want to see that, keep working hard, motivate each other.
Broccoli sauce.
And broccoli sauce. Alright. Well, let's let them get to work. Remember, guys, as you guys are going through these videos, have your packet in front of you and be working this stuff as I am talking about it, all right? Use that pause and play button, rewind, all of those good things, right?
Uh-huh.
Well, Phoenix and I, we got to get back to making gains. We got to finish our workout, right, Phoenix? You want to go ahead and give them a quick little bicep pose? Go ahead, show. There you go. Woo-hoo-hoo. I tell you what, there you go. Double bicep. All right, that's too much. You're probably scaring them, all right? Just calm down. All right. Well, we hope you guys have a good rest of your day. And as Phoenix would always say, what?
Do good on your work and don't be stubborn.
All right, we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.